Welcome to this week's short class. We're going to be very similar to last week. We're going to work the abs a lot. We're going to come into the obliques, the sides, and we'll develop it on a little bit again. We'll come on to the hands and knees and we'll start our warm up. So hands below the shoulders, knees below the hips. We'll drop the ribs down to the mat, arching the back, lifting the head up. We're going to turn the head to the left, bring the left foot out to the side. Look at the toes, push the ribs up to the ceiling, roll the head down, left foot comes in. Right foot comes out to the side as the head comes out. Looks at the right foot. Drop the ribs down, right foot comes in and head looks up in front. Turn the head to the right, bring the right foot out to the side, push the ribs to the ceiling, roll the head down towards the mat, right foot comes in, left foot up and out to the side, looking at the toes, drop the ribs down and then look up in front. So we're going to go a little bit faster, turn the head to the left, foot out to the side, ribs to the ceiling, roll the head down, drop the ribs down, right foot comes out, looking at the toes, drop the ribs down and head comes up. And last one in the opposite direction. Right foot to the side, look at the toes, push the ribs to the ceiling. Bring the left foot out to the side, look at the toes, drop the ribs down and looking up in front. Perfect. We're going to do a few little planks now. So we're going to tuck the toes underneath the feet, lift the knees up, walk the feet to the back of the mat and a nice straight line from the shoulders through the hips to the knees to the ankles. Squeeze the abs, squeeze the glutes so the back is flat. And keep the shoulder blades pinched together and tuck the elbows in. And holding that plank, we're going to lift the left foot up and hold. Back down, right foot up and hold. And down, left foot up. And down, right foot up. And down. Rest the knees down. We're going to lift the hands next. We're going to rotate the body up towards the ceiling as we do this. So we're going to come up into a plank again, pinch the shoulder blades together, lift the knees up, walk the feet to the back of the mat. And this time we're going to reach the left hand up towards the ceiling, rotating the body around, back down, and we're going to twist the right hand up towards the ceiling, keeping the shoulder blades pinched together, nice and softly back down with the hands, walk the knees forward and rest down. Turn over onto your back now, and we'll do a little bit of work to activate the abs. So imprint the spine, hands by the side, bring the legs to tabletop, and tap the toes off the mat. Good, so if you want to do this lightly, you can tap close to the hips. If you want to start to stretch the legs out, work the abs a little bit harder, you can tap the heels off the mat. Remember, always keeping one leg in tabletop, while the other leg touches the mat. And then bring the legs back to tabletop, and feet down, onto the mat. We'll do a little bit for the glutes, left knee into the chest, in nice and tight, and lift the right hip up, and back down. 2, 3, keep that left knee in as tight as you can. Good, and this knee is going to come in an arc over your head. It's not going to reach up to the ceiling. So we're going to keep the back as flat as we can. And one last one, and rest down, and we'll switch sides. Right knee into the chest, left foot is on the mat, and the same again. 2, 3, 4, keep that knee as tight to the chest as you can. 8, 9, last one, 10, and then rest back down. We're going to go to a set of hundreds and then we're going to try some roll-ups. So imprint the spine, hands by the side, legs to tabletop. If you want, you can straighten the legs to the ceiling, reach the hands to the bottom of the mat, chin is tucked in, head and shoulders up, and beat the hands. 2, 4, 5, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in, 2, 4, 5, and out, 2, 4, 5, and in, 2, 4, 5, and out, 2, 4, 5, and in, 2, 5, and out, 2, 4, 5, and in, 2, 4, 5, and out, 2, 4, 5, and in, 2, 4, 5, and out, 2, 4, 5, and in, 2, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 more breaths in, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 more breaths in, keep the head and shoulders up, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and last breath in, and breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, rest the head down, and bring the feet down, onto the mat. We're going to straighten the legs down onto the mat next. And we're going to do some roll-ups like last week, so you can reach the arms forward, or you can reach up towards the ceiling, whichever you want. We'll bring the hands back behind the head to start. Arms forward, chin to the chest, and rolling up into sitting, and then back down onto the mat. Good, hands back, arms forward, rolling up, and then back down. Control onto the mat. Keep the shoulder blades pinched together on the way down. Good. Arms forward again, rolling up, chest comes forward at the top, and then back down. Keep the hands shoulder width apart. As you roll up and keep pinching those shoulder blades together. Don't let the hands come out too wide. And back down. Up nice and tall, chest comes forward and down onto the mat. Last 3. So if you want, you can reach up now and then back down. Keep those shoulders away from the ears. 2 more. Keep the feet on the mat, shoulders are relaxed. And 1 last one. And then rest back down. Nice and slow for the last one. And bring the hands down. Now, next we're going to do some flutter kicks. So we're going to imprint the spine, legs to tabletop, straighten the legs to the ceiling, chin to the chest, head and shoulders up so you can stretch the legs out, but a little bit more. We're not going to use the hands today, so I'm going to put more pressure onto the abs. Good, nice big kicks. Focus on that imprint, keep the back down all the time. If the back starts to lift, make those flutter kicks smaller. And then bend the knees, rest the head down, and bring the feet down. First, we're going to do a little bit more for the abs before we drop the legs down. Imprint the spine, legs to the tabletop, chin to the chest, head and shoulders up, right hand to the outside of the right ankle, left hand to the inside of the right knee, straighten the left leg, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep the shins parallel to each other. 5. Don't bring the knees past the hips. 7. Keep the ankles up nice and high. 8. Last 2. Last 1 on each leg. And then rest the head down and bring the feet down. We're going to bring the hands to the side of the head next. Imprint the spine. And we're going to bring the elbows into the knees and then straighten the legs and elbows apart. 10 of them. Imprint the spine. Legs to tabletop. Chin to the chest. Head and shoulders up. Straighten elbows out to the side. Bend the knees, elbows in. 2, 3. Keep the knees together all the time. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend the knees, rest the head down, and bring the feet down. And now we're going to come into the 2 leg lowers. Imprint the spine, bring the legs to tabletop, straighten the legs to the ceiling, reach the hands to the bottom of the mat, chin to the chest, head and shoulders up, and drop the heels and lift. 1, 2, focus on the imprint. 3, keep the shoulders dropped back and down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold yourself there and into 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 4, 5 and in. 2, 3, 4, 5 and out. 2, 4, 5 and in. 2, 4, 5 and out. 2, 4, 5 and in. 2, 4, 5 and out. 2, 4, 5 and in. 2, 4, 5 and out. 2, 4, 5 and in. 2, 4, 5 and out. 2, 4, 5 and in. 2, 4, 5 and out. 2, 4, 5 and in. 2, 4, 5 and out. 2, 4, 5 and in. 2, 4, 5 and out. 2, 4, 5 in. 2, 3, 4, 5 and out. 2, 4, 5. Bend the knees, rest the head, and bring the feet down. Good. We're going to do some roll-ups into the boat pose next, and then we're going to come onto the sides and work the obliques. So, imprint the spine, legs to tabletop, hands back behind the head again. My abs don't want to do this. Arms forward, chin to the chest, and roll up onto the back of the hips. Chest comes forward at the top, and then back down onto the mat. We're going to go for 5 of these. Arms forward, chin to the chest, rolling up, and then back down. 3 more. Rolling up, chest comes forward, back down onto the mat. Last 2. up, hold yourself there, shoulders are back, down onto the mat. One last one. Up nice and tall, hold yourself there. We're going to right leg extend, left, right, left, shoulders are back, right, left, right, left. 2 more each leg, last one each side, and then roll back down onto the mat. Hands back, bring the legs down, and have a rest. We're going to turn onto our right side next. So, again, like last week, line the back up with the back of the mat. Elbows slightly lower than the shoulder, so slightly closer towards the hips. Pinch the shoulder blades back, and then lift the hips up and lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, hold, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest out. Remember, if you find these difficult or painful, just bend the knees and come up from the knees. Last week we came from the knees and we cycled forward and backwards. What we're going to do this week is we're going to hold ourselves up in a plank, either from the knees or from the ankles, and we're going to draw 5 circles clockwise and 5 anti-clockwise with the top leg. So, pinch the shoulder blades back, catch my breath. Pinch the shoulder blades back. We're going to lift the hips up nice and high. Hold them there, top leg comes up 6 inches. Circles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, opposite direction, 5, 4, keep the hips up, 3, 2, 1, rest the legs down, rest the hips down, and turn over to the opposite side. So I don't want to bring the headrest with me, I don't need that this week. So, shoulder, or elbow below the shoulder again, back lined up at the back of the mat, pinch the shoulder blades together, and lift the hips up, and lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10 and hold, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest the hips down. I know I use this, I can use it to dry myself off. Now, we're going to lift the top leg, I'm going to draw little circles. So pinch the shoulder blades back again, lift the hips up nice and high, top leg up 6 inches, small circles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, change directions, 3, 4, 5, and rest the legs, rest the hips down, and rest down. I'm getting tired from losing count. We're going to stretch out the glutes now, at the end. So, come onto your stomach, we're going to bring the right leg across the body, and you're going to lie down onto the knee. So you're going to get a good stretch to the outside of that right hip. Good, and just let the body sink down, so try to relax into it. If you find it's pinching at the front of the hip, come up a little bit higher and drop yourself to the side a little bit more. So we're stretching out the glute med, and we're getting to use our body weight behind it this time. And then switch to the other side. Left knee across the body and sink down. And again, if you find that pinch on the inside of the hip, just come up a little bit higher. And just rest down into it. And then come back to the middle. And we'll finish with that. That's our express class today. See you next week. Bye bye.